One of the reasons that I wanted to come to Hill Country is because I know that it's tea country and I love tea. I'm not a coffee drinker, coffee doesn't really agree with me, but I have always loved tea, and it's like a huge part of my life now that I think about it. Like every single morning I wake up and I have a cup of tea, and I don't really feel like I can get my day started unless I have a cup of tea. And then every afternoon I have a cup of tea. It seems like every time I sit down to write, which is very often, I make a cup of tea. It's this like important sort of ritualistic aspect of my life. You know, I've seen images of people picking tea and tea plantations and stuff, but it's very surreal to now be in the heart of tea country. I find that every aspect of it is kind of surprising. Like the tea, I don't know what I expected it to look like, but they just look like these shrubs that like my parents might have in their yard in Canada. One of the most striking things is that it's not a bunch of like young women out there, it's a lot of older ladies. And they are just constantly working and very good-natured, you know? Everybody that I walked up to had a big smile for me. When we went to the Tamil house for lunch, as has become common for me in Sri Lanka, I was just welcomed so graciously. So they have a very small, tidy house. The women prepared lunch for us. This is Tamil country, so it's Tamil food, and it's totally different from the Sri Lankan food that I've been having so far. It was a sort of a classic Tamil lunch, so all vegetarian. There's two different ways that they prepare a kind of batter that's made out of white rice and white lentils.
So this one little bit thicker. This we make Italy. And same ingredient, we can put more water, like a gravy, then we make a dosa. So the dosa you can put like this, you know, here. Okay?
Okay, and then you put food on top?
On top, the top is a sambaru. Like this.
Okay.
Okay. Good, right?
One of the things that has struck me most about Hill Country is that its diversity is astonishing, especially when it comes to religion. So you can drive for 10 minutes, and within that 10 minutes you'll see a Hindu temple, a very bright Hindu temple, then a very brightly white Buddhist temple, then you'll see a Christian church, and then you'll see a mosque. And you can wake up in one village to the call to prayer from the mosque, and you can see people making offerings at like a tiny Hindu shrine elsewhere on the road. And everybody seems to just get along quite well. It's just accepted. It's like everybody has their religion and their spirituality, and often, another thing that I find fascinating is that they will meet. When we went to the Buddhist temple to make the offering, he peeled back a curtain inside the Buddha shrine, and there was a Hindu god. So they sort of blend and mix in ways that I have yet to comprehend because it's all very complex. But I think that goes to show more than anything that everybody here is very tolerant.